Gunheads of YouTube, I'm coming to you guys today to talk about a handgun that is not only perfect for concealed carry, but it's perfect for beginners. It is very small, lightweight, not much recoil, and of course, I'm getting that Taurus M44 Magnum. Let's talk about it. All right, now let's get into the goods of this firearm, man. So when you purchase this firearm, this is the box that you will get, which contains the firearm. And when you open it, the manly beast will be right in a bag, okay? Right in a plastic bag. And it will also have a sight protector on it. I'm going to toss that. This sight is adjustable for windage and elevation. Of course, we're going to check if it's clear. Okay, so we're going to put that to the side just for right now. You will have your hammer lock keys. And I will show you how that works in a few. And then the rest is just paperwork. It's just your manual on, the firearm, and then you will have your warranty paper. And that's really just it for the box. Okay, so now what these two set of keys are for, it is because when you get the firearm, the hammer will be locked. So that's what the keys are for. If you can see that little screw right there, that is what these keys are for. So once you get it, get the key, put it in there, just twist it, and I should have unlocked it. Now, yes, now you can cock back your hammer. Okay, now I'm going to read off some of the specs of this beautiful firearm. I'm on the website where I got the firearm from, which is Academy Sports and Outdoors. So I'm on their website looking at this firearm, and I will read off the specs. So to start, this is a single and double action revolver, 6-round capacity, hammer forged stainless steel barrel, delivers accuracy and durability, soft rubber grips, clean crisp trigger pull, transfer bar safety, and it comes with a scope mount. And also, once I'm done reading all this, I will come behind the camera and I will show you guys up close what all this is. So it says that the finish is a matte stainless steel finish. The product weight is 57 ounces. Product type is a revolver. Manual safety, yes. Product length is 13 inches. Holy, that is crazy. That is crazy. Now the barrel length is 8.37. The product height is 6 inches, and the caliber is 44 Magnum. Okay, so first let's start with how to open the cylinder on this revolver. So if you look right there, there is a push tab right there, and you quite literally just push it, and with this hand, you push the cylinder in. So just like that, and then it comes straight out. Okay, so when I said that this handgun can be shot in single or double action, what that means is single action is hammer already cocked back. Okay, so hammer cocked back, single action, just pull the trigger. Double action is hammer not cocked, you just pull the trigger, hammer comes back, then it drops. Okay, so now we're moving on to the part where I mentioned the rubber grips. These are the rubber grips that came on this firearm. Yes, they are very comfortable. They're pretty firm. Yeah, they're very firm. They tend to make my hands sweat a bit when I'm shooting this handgun, but eventually I do want to change these out for the wood grips, which will be more harsh to the hands, dealing with recoil of this 44 Magnum. But then again, the wood grips on this revolver will look so nice, especially when I get this polished. Okay, so now let's move on to the part where I mentioned the clean trigger pull. Yes, this trigger is very crisp. I do not have the little trigger, weight tester. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll get one later on in life. But for right now, I'll just, pull the trigger and hopefully you guys can, get it. So in single action, it is pretty heavy, but it's not, very bad, but it is also very crisp too. It is a very crisp trigger pull. Now in double action, it is very heavy, yes, but it's still crisp. Okay, as soon as you're about to break, I mean, you can kind of feel it, when it's about to break, and then it's just clean. So this trigger on this revolver is very nice. Okay, so now we're moving on to the transfer bar, which is that little bar that's right there, okay? And all that this does is when you pull the trigger, it holds the bar up there. So when the hammer comes down, the hammer hits the transfer bar and it transfers all the energy from the hammer to the firing pin to make it go boom. Now we're going to move on to the scope mounts, which are these little slots right there. Now, I'm sorry, but I do not know too much about scope mounts on revolvers. I have no idea on how that even works. So you might have to do your own separate research on that. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I would like to cover a few more things before we get out to the gun range to shoot this beast. So this revolver is ported, by the way. It is ported to help with recoil and also, muzzle rise. Now, I will say that the ports, they definitely help. They do. I mean, this is my first, 44 Magnum. This is my first time shooting a 44 Magnum. Well, not this time because I have shot this already, but that was my first time ever shooting a 44 Magnum. So I'm not 100% too sure on how the recoil should be, but this isn't, bad. Of course it kicks, but it's really not that bad, But just in case that you guys do not know what 44 Magnum is, this is 44 Magnum. It is a pretty big round. It is. I know that people, they hunt with these, and I also know that people, they carry these, for protection. So we will be going out to the range. We'll be shooting these two types of 44 Magnum. This one is made by Hornady, and it's the Lever Evolution. And this one is, this one is 225 grains. And then we have the PMC Bronze 44 Magnum, and this is 240 grains. So this came from here, but unfortunately, at the time that I am making this video, I do not have any more of these. But what you hear is the spent shell casings, because I will be reloading this soon. Okay. Enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get out to this gun range so you guys can see this beautiful beast in action. I am excited, and I really hope that you guys are too. And I'll pick up the camera when I get out there. All right, we made it to the gun range with the 44 Magnum. Now it's time to take some shots with it. Okay, so we got 6 of the Hornady Evolutions loaded up, and we're going to shoot it all single action too. And we're clear. Okay, now we're going to switch over to the PMC Bronze. This is what that looks like, and these are the 240 grains, and these ones that we just finished shooting, these are the 225 grains. I only got 3 loaded up because they get stuck right in the cylinder, and I don't really got time for that right now. Let's go ahead and take the shots. Single action, by the way. Okay, so we're going to do this another time, but this time with a fresh target. Single action. Alright, you can see those. That is where I was hitting. Horrible shooting, but this is a 44 Magnum, and I'm not used to it yet. Okay, so now we're going to get some slow-mo shots with the 240 grain PMC bronze. Now we're going to see how that recoil looks inside the slow-mo. These are the shots right on the most recent slow-mo. I think I got one shot. I think I might have anticipated the recoil there. But I mean, like, this thing kicks like a mule, you know, and I mean, the rubber grips, they definitely help, but it's like a holy, you know. Hi, it's me maybe about 4 days after recording all of that footage. Unfortunately, some plans did not fall through. I wanted to visit a outdoor gun range after shooting the indoor gun range, but that did not happen. Here in Georgia, I have a outdoor gun range that's maybe like an hour and 30 from my house. I was going to go there. I had my homie who was going to be my cameraman and all of that stuff just to shoot at some steel targets. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just split this up into 2. Okay, so this first video that I'm posting now will be the review of the gun, and then also shooting it at the indoor gun range, which I do not have no cameraman, it was all me. So now the second part will be at an outdoor gun range, shooting at steel targets that's maybe like 25 plus yards out. And I will also have a cameraman then, so I can get all the best angles, you know? And also, I can also bring out some other firearms too, you know, just to send down range too. I'm sorry for that inconvenience, but I hope that you guys still enjoyed this one.